Hello, cute family. I feel kind of weird like talking into a voice recorder, but I just wanted to say how much I love you and thank you for your support on my mission so far. It's been so exciting. So Mother, I'm just going to read you the emails that I have on my processor, and if you could just type these up, that would be awesome sauce. You can just put them straight on my blog, or you can send them out on a group email. Thank you so much for doing this. Okay, I guess I'll get started. Alright. Hello all, it's me again. I'm alive. I made it to Peru. Right now I'm serving in Juarez, and it's a trip. It's high up, so it's difficult to breathe, and we hike up a mountain every day to go teaching and contacting. The people are great though. So humble. My eyes have definitely been opened as to how blessed we are. My companion is Hermana Wright. She's amazing. I am so grateful for all she has taught me so far. She will only speak to me in Spanish, so even though that is rough every day, I understand a little more. She is a blonde and a little bit shorter than me, but we are both so tall compared to all the Peruvians, hence the subject line, haha. Oh, if you could put the subject line as Twin Towers, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Looking back on this week, I feel like my mind has created a black hole because I can't really remember a lot of details. So much has happened. I will do my best though. Okay, so I left the CCM at 1:45 Tuesday morning. It wrecked me saying goodbye to all my gal pals. We all exchange emails though, and so we will definitely keep in touch. The Lima airport was chaos, but we made it through. I was the only Hermana in a group of 8. I slept for the 55-minute long plane ride and got so excited when I saw Trujillo. It is a lot less intense than Lima, but still a decently big city. The Trujillo airport was really small, so we all grabbed our suitcases and started to walk out. And by the door, there were a bunch of pesky taxi drivers. They get me every time. I was trying to understand one, but I looked past him and saw my mission president with a bunch of missionaries and a sign waiting to pick us up. One of the elders saw me and yelled, "Don't listen to him!" So I walked past. Presidente Rabasa came and gave me a handshake and took my luggage for me. Hermana Rabasa came and gave me a kiss on the cheek, and we linked arms because President said she was my companion for the day. All the elders got in a bus, and I got in the car with the Rabasas. They are super nice, and we just drove to check out the Trujillo temple. It's gorgeous. We get to go every 6 months. The rest of the day we had breakfast, interviews, and dinner. I literally just followed Hermana Rabasa around and tried to speak to her in Spanish. Luckily, Presidente and Hermana Rabasa know some English, so we could have some conversation. I found out that night that I would be staying with 2 sister missionaries. I almost cried when I saw them walk in. They looked like angels coming in to rescue me. They didn't speak English, but they explained that they made a bed for me. On the ride over, I asked them how much time they had on the mission. One had 6 and the other had 10 months. I laughed as I held up a 1. When we got to their apartment, they were so excited to show me our room. They had balloons over their beds with a 10 and a 6. I thought they were so cute. I walked out of the room to go get my stuff, and as I was about to go back in, one of the sisters ran out of the room laughing. I was a little confused, but then I saw that she put a 1 balloon over my bed. That honestly meant so much to me because I was so freaked out about where I was, and they made me feel so welcome. I took a fat nap, and then we went proselyting. At this point, I just did my best to communicate and said a prayer that I would know that this mission is where I'm supposed to be. Not gonna lie, it's easy to doubt when you are thrown into the field not speaking the language and seeing a completely different culture. However, as we were contacting on the streets, we stopped a lady for a second, and while we were talking to her, another lady with a beanie walked by. I had a slight push telling me to talk to her, so after we were done with the conversation that was happening, I told the hermanas we needed to go find her. We told her that we were missionaries here to testify of Jesus Christ and bring people to Him. She asked why bad things happen to good people and then just started crying. I understood that she had cancer and she was lonely. I was able to testify to her with my broken Spanish that God loves her and knows her needs, that Jesus Christ suffered for her pains and sadnesses. She agreed to learn more, so I will have to ask the hermanas what has happened. At that moment, my testimony was strengthened about how God loves His children and He needs missionaries to help bring people to Christ. Okay, so the next day I went to migrations 3 different times and I met my cute companion. Hermana Wright is from California, by the way, and she attended BYU before her mission. We got assigned to Juarez, which is 8 hours away from Trujillo, so I prepared myself for another night of traveling. We left at 10 p.m. It was fine though, I just felt like I sinned because on the bus we had front row seats to a TV and Daddy's Home 2 was playing and it was impossible not to watch, especially as the memories of my dad and I laughing so hard at the last scene flowed in. So Juarez is interesting. It's high up, so we climb a mountain every day to find our people. I'm really grateful for the exercise, but it is way hard to breathe. A lot of people here wear their really colorful Peruvian clothes, and that makes me so happy because I wanted to see some of Peru's culture. Also, there are people here that only speak Quechua, a really old Peruvian language. It sounds so rad, and I have learned a couple of words. I've been getting used to the missionary routine. The people here are tremendous. A lot of our investigators run little stores, and sometimes when we are done teaching them, they'll give us cookies or crackers or something. They are honestly so giving, even though they don't have much. We have taught lessons sitting on the cement floor, on the side of a mountain, sitting on rocks, or out on the street. It doesn't matter though. I am getting a glimpse of how much God loves his people, all of them. The gospel is the same everywhere. Things I have learned this week. Fish eyeballs go all nasty and foggy when they're cooked. Peruvians cannot pronounce my last name. It's alright though. I have embraced my new name, Hermana Harfil. I hope everyone has a tremendous week. Thank you all for your love and prayers. I love you all so much. Remember, we can do hard things with the help of the Lord. From Hermana Harfil.